Welcome back to In Ohio Country today, and joining me now is Shawn Guetter, and Shawn is with ARTEX Manufacturing from up in beautiful Minnesota, the land of, what is that, a million lakes up there?
10,000 lakes.
There's a lot of lakes in Minnesota, and we're here on behalf of our good friends at Homan Inc., one of our fine sponsors. But Shawn, let's talk a little bit about your ag background.
Sure. I actually grew up in the city, but my grandpa and grandma lived on a cattle farm and raised a bunch of row crops. So for all of my younger years, my teenage years, I pretty much spent all spring and all fall and all summer basically living with them. I guess you can say that's growing up on a farm because we did a lot of combining, working the ground, feeding cattle, all that good stuff. So.
Yeah, it's always nice. You know, you probably learn a lot too, and that's probably how you landed with ARTEX. So let's talk about how you got to be with ARTEX.
Sure. Yep. So before I came to ARTEX, we lived all over the United States, and I had a pretty heavy traveling job. I was gone for months at a time, and my wife said one day, she's like, "All right, we're moving back to Minnesota. You can do whatever you want. You can travel." So we moved back, and we were living in Nebraska at that time. And we moved back to Minnesota, and at that time, Farmers Union Industries was the biggest employer. So I went to them. I knew some people there, and they hired me.
Let's talk a little bit more about Farmers Union Industries.
Yep. So Farmers Union Industries has been around for over 90 years. We're in a lot of different businesses. There's 5 other companies besides ARTEX. Each one of them does business with each other at some point. Yeah, Farmers Union is it's a huge employer, not only in Minnesota but also in Iowa and South Dakota.
Yeah. Are all the businesses ag related then?
They are. Yep. Okay. So a lot of rendering. We do a lot with pet food, and then of course we build all the rendering trailers at ARTEX for Central Byproducts, which is our rendering company.
Let's talk about the manufacturing. Is it all done in Minnesota?
It's all done in Minnesota, right in Redwood Falls. Yep, we have no plants anywhere else in the United States. Everything is all hand welded right in Minnesota.
I know if you talk to any of our producers that's been around this kind of equipment, this is heavy duty iron here, so I'm sure it's got some pretty good quality in it. So let's talk about the quality of the product.
All right. So ARTEX started back in the early 70s in British Columbia, Canada. So in 2008, the dollar was opposite of what it is now. And all of their product was coming to the U.S., so they needed a U.S. buyer. And us being in Minnesota, central U.S., it was a good fit for us. We're in the States, and that's kind of where our relationship with ARTEX at that time started when Farmers Union bought them. So in 2008, we actually moved to Minnesota, and at that time, we were doing like 50 spreaders a year, and all we did was the big spreaders. So everything was all for custom operators. And in 2008, when we moved to Minnesota, we thought, all right, this isn't going to be sustainable. We need to build some smaller spreaders for the smaller farms. So we come out with our SB series, our SBX series, and now today we're up over 400 spreaders a year.
Wow, that's amazing. So those spreaders are going all over the United States, but do you still sell up in Canada too? Or internationally for that matter?
Yeah, we've got stuff in Australia, Russia, South America, Costa Rica, Colombia, all over Canada and the U.S.
What are the products that you're showcasing here today at Farm Science Review?
So we have an SB 700. It's a 26-foot long box. It's a little bit narrower box, so it's easy to load with a skid loader. And then we have our SBX 800. So it's a little bit wider box. So if guys are loading with like a big payloader, it gives them a little bit wider target to hit, so they're not spilling over the other side. So we have that here today. And then also we have our high end dump. So what this does is it's for silage or peanuts or sugar beets, or I mean really you can put anything in it, but it lifts 17 feet in the air, and then it can dump like into a semi trailer.
Wow, that's great. Let's talk about your relationship with Homan Inc.
All right, so I don't know how many years it's been. It's been probably at least 10 years, maybe a little bit more. Roger was heavily involved. I think he's toned it back a little bit now, but I had been bugging Roger for a while, and things just weren't moving forward. So we did an ad in a magazine. We did the whole full back cover of this magazine, and Roger subscribed to that magazine, but he never read it. So when he called me that day, he's like, "Shawn, I just saw your ad in this magazine." I said, oh, yeah, that's great. He's like, well, actually, I don't even look at that magazine, but your ad was on the back cover. When I threw it away, your ad was staring me right in the face. And that's when our relationship started with Homan Inc.
So, Shawn, working with Homan Inc. is something that has been a good experience for you. Let's talk about the products that they represent for you here in the Buckeye State.
Yep. So they are heavily into our manure spreaders. We do have a full line of silage trailers. So we have to pull with a semi truck. We go from 30 to 40 feet in the 2-foot even increments. They come with silage extensions, silage tailgates. We have a full line of silage tailgates, manure equipment. New this year, we have a silage end dump. So it's pulled with a tractor and it dumps, out of the back. And then, of course, we got this high dump used for multiple different products. So back in 2014, ARTEX wanted to rebrand their product. So what we did is we came out with a whole new marketing campaign. We came out with all new logos, the whole rebranding for ARTEX equipment. And to build that brand, what we did, if you haven't seen it, we ran a full vehicle through our spreader. So if you haven't seen it, it's on our YouTube channel. It's easy to find. We have millions of views. But the cool thing about it is, like, back in the, 2008, 2009 era, everybody'd come to me, can your machine handle rocks? Can it handle frozen manure? Can it handle, all this different stuff that's in the manure pile? Yeah. So I don't get those questions no more because we ran a full Geo Metro vehicle right through the beaters of our spreader.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, so as far as durability, they're built tough. It's not made to run cars through every day, but we've done boats, we've done cars, we've done cement blocks, we've done all kinds of different things. But our machines are built very simple. So if there is a breakdown, most of the time the dealers or the customers, the farmer can fix it themselves. It's easy to fix. Or Homan's always there for support if they need it.
If people want more information about ARTEX, Shawn, where do they go?
You can check out our website at www.artexmfg.com. That's ARTEXMFG.com.
And if you want more information, you can always go to homaninc.com. They'll have a link to their site as well. And you can always go to our site at ohiocountry.com. Shawn Guetter from ARTEX Manufacturing up in Minnesota has been our guest, courtesy of our friends at Homan. Shawn, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
And we'll be back with more in Ohio Country today right after this.